What's going on, everybody? This is Tim Hurd, and you are listening to Tall Talk, episode 22. How y'all doing? I'm in San Antonio, Texas. That's right, y'all. I'm in the South right now, and I'm just sitting in Emma's apartment. She's doing some running around, and yeah, and I'm waiting for my fucking luggage to get here. This has been an absolute train wreck, and I'm starting to get really annoyed because it's been 2 days and I still haven't got my luggage yet. I even went to the airport. Emma and I went to the airport this morning, and they said it should be delivered here by 12:30, but it still hasn't arrived. So I'm sitting here right by the door with all my podcast stuff, like waiting like a dog waiting for its owner to show up. But I know like a lot of people travel around the world all the time and things happen, but it's such bullshit, man. Like this is I flew with Air Canada, and it just seems like it's just like, oh, like we lost your luggage. Oh well. And everyone at like the desk in San Antonio at the Air Canada desk was really helpful. They were really nice. It's just like it just gets really annoying because like it has put a damper on our trip, and it's because like I've been waiting in this apartment for days on end trying to get my luggage. So I'm really annoyed by it, but what else can I do? I have to wait, and I tried calling their baggage claim number, and you get some guy who's like on the other side of the world, and you can barely understand him and stuff like that, and it's just it's getting really frustrating, and I just want my luggage. And my other microphone is in that bag, and it's like, come on, Air Canada, like I did my job. I paid you, and then I paid my $25 for you to check my luggage, and it did not arrive. It's like, come on, you need to figure it out. And this has happened like 2 or 3 times with Emma in San Antonio, and it might be because it's a satellite airport. It's not one of their bigger ones, and they only have one flight from Toronto, and it's only in the morning. So it was getting really annoying for me because they only open from like 8 a.m. to noon, and then they're closed for the rest of the day, and there's nobody there. And you go talk to other airplane companies or like transportation companies, and they're just like, oh, sorry, we don't know. We have no idea what's going on with that. We apologize. I wish we could help you, but we can't. And so this morning we went to the airport, and hopefully we were like, okay, maybe it's still here, because I had a tracking number and everything, and flew in from Toronto yesterday, and they're like, oh, it just left. And so they said it was being around 12:30, and it's still not here yet. So if that's the case, life goes on. I mean, the one thing I'm really concerned about is I have my Sperry's in there. I love my deck shoes, man. And I have my second microphone in that bag, and it's just like, come on, I really need that shit. And that microphone was kind of expensive, and now that I'm going back to school, things are going to get harder to pay for, and I can't lose that kind of shit. So maybe next time I'll just be like one of those selfish people that brings like 9 carry-ons with them, and now I understand why people do that, is because they have to go through this, and it takes a long time to get your stuff. But whatever, on that note, enough bitching, Tim. God. Let's crack open a beer. I found a beer, and it's actually awesome. It really fits where I am right now in Texas. It's called Guns and Oil American Lager. 4.6% alcohol, and it's a 35 millimeter. It's a small one, small can. You can follow them on Facebook and Instagram at Guns and Oil. It's like, come get social, y'all. I think it's brewed in Fort Worth, Texas. And yeah, without further ado, let's crack this bad boy open. All right, I don't have a glass or anything because most of Emma's stuff is packed up. It's like, geez, everywhere I go, I have to pack, and which is not a bad thing. But cheers, everybody, and hopefully my luggage gets here in the next couple minutes. Not bad, just like a standard lager, but it's good. I just love the name Guns and Oil. It's just, oh, it's fucking brilliant. But yeah, I found this at the one of the liquor stores near Emma's place, and yeah, and so I get to Emma's apartment, and Emma was at work, and so I'm just hanging out. This was on Wednesday. I'm just hanging out here, and and it was so hot. It's like 104 degrees Fahrenheit, which I don't really know what is in Celsius. I think it's like over 30 for sure. But I get to her place, and I get in, and I'm just like relaxing. The AC's on and whatnot, and the only thing in here was a lawn chair, an air mattress, and some Michelob Ultras. Excuse me. So I just hammered out a bunch of, like, I just cracked open a couple Michelob Ultras and just worked on my podcast that I was going to post that day. And that was the one I did with Trent. And then right before I started recording this podcast, I just posted the one I did with my buddy Koss. And so I'd like to thank those guys for being on the podcast. They both of them did a very great job, and I can't wait to have them back on. It was a good time. Yeah, and I get in here and I just crack open some ultras, and like, that beer is basically water. It like hydrates you while you drink it. And it's like, well, the reason why I drink it is because it's like 95 calories a can, and I love it. And so yeah, I just had some of those. I ordered some Papa John's, which is the complete opposite in the calorie count. I got a large pizza, double sausage, and some chicken wings, and just demolished it while I finished editing my my YouTube posts and my Instagram posts for the podcast that I posted that day. And yeah, and then after that, once I was done, while I was still eating some Papa John's, I just started watching season 3 of Better Call Saul, and that is getting very interesting, and I'm really enjoying it so far. And I think I'm on episode 5, and fuck, man, I know it's no Breaking Bad, but I tell you, man, that show is great. Like, for a prequel, like, they're seeing some characters that are in Breaking Bad. Obviously, Walt and what's his name, Jesse aren't in it yet, and I don't know if they will be or not. But like Saul Goodman and Mike and Gus Fring, they're all in it, and it's great. And I'm did I say that right? Is Gus? I don't know. I don't really remember his name, but I could be wrong. But anyways, it doesn't matter. Hector's in it, and it's fucking amazing, man. I really love Vince Gilligan and what he does, and season 3 has not been a disappointment yet. And I just love how it's starting to like build into like how Hector and what's his name, Gus Fring, and all those guys like got into the meth business, and like it like basically talks about how they like hate each other. And Mike, I think Mike's my favorite character, and he's just like such a badass, man, and he's just like such an old school cop, and I know he's not a cop in it, but like it's just a great show. I love it. So yeah, I have another sip of beer. I've just been hanging out, waiting for my luggage. Last night we went to an amazing Mexican restaurant. I forget the name, but Emma and her friends from work, we went and hung out. We had some drinks and I had a margarita, and it was really strong, and it hit me pretty good. And I'm not a big, a lot of people are going to hate me about this, but like, I'm not a big fan of margaritas, I don't know if it's like the salt or what. I can't handle it. It's it just tastes weird for me. So I ordered a couple Pacificos as well, and we were just eating. I had so many nachos before dinner. Like they just have like chips and salsa, and they brought like 12 things of chips and salsa, and I'm just like destroying all these, and I'm like, oh my god, I'm so full. Then I got some tacos and munched on those, and Emma gave me half of her meal. What the hell did she have? It starts with an E. Enchiladas. She had a bunch of enchiladas, and I was just like, oh my god, I'm so full. I had the taco sweats for sure, and so much beans and everything. It's like, I'm telling you, my body's going through the ringer, if you know what I mean. But no, it was fun to meet some of her friends from work. It was heavy on the nurse talk, but I couldn't really contribute on that. But it was like basically a going away party, so it was fun. I still had some beers, hung out, and then afterwards we went to a beer just down the road because there was a live band on their patio, and we just hung out there. And I had a couple beers there, and some tall beers. That's not what they were called, but they were in a tall glass. And I had a brown ale. I forget the name. Actually, I think I wrote it down in my notes. It was pretty damn tasty, actually. Yeah, it was Real Ale Brewhouse Brown Ale, and that was pretty damn good. I had that, and I had a couple of those, and then we headed back to Emma's place and just went to bed. And like I said, woke up this morning, headed to the airport, found out my luggage is on its way sometime today. I don't know when, but we will figure it out. And God, I hope it gets here. But because I was worried and I didn't have that many clothes in my carry-on, I only had like a pair of shorts and like a pair of socks and some underwear. I had to go to this store called Academy, and I had to pick up a couple extra clothes. So I picked up like a couple t-shirts, a pair of shorts, a pack of socks, and some underwear, because like, geez, I don't want to be that stinky for like a road trip that we're about to go on. But this afternoon we're heading out to meet her friends for camping. Some friends that she met down here, and it's like right by a lake. I don't know what the lake's called, but it's at a state park, and I'm pretty excited, man. It's gonna be a good time. I got a couple cases of Michelob Ultras. I got a case of this Guns N' Oil beer, which I'm gonna take another sip of right now. Oh yeah, that's good. Oh yeah, I like that. Another sip. Yeah, and just been gearing up to head out. Like we've been organizing a lot of Emma's stuff. I mean, we've thrown out quite a bit. We've donated a lot of stuff to Salvation Army as well. And it just seems like every time you open a door or a closet in her apartment, there's a bunch of other stuff that we need to take care of. But that was the same thing that happened with me when I was packing. I think that happens with everyone when you want to do a big move. You start figuring out like, holy shit, I got a lot of crap to get rid of, and I got to get rid of it now. But so I was at this Academy store, and it's like a Sport Check, and they have, or like what's it called, a Sport Check, or but they also have like hunting and fishing stuff as well, and they have a lot of Spurs memorabilia. So I go into the Spurs section. I'm looking for a DeRozan jersey, and they don't have it. They don't have it yet, and it's kind of annoying because all over Toronto they have Leonard jerseys ready to go, but here they don't have a DeRozan jersey. And oh well, and we'll see what happens with that. I've talked quite a bit about that trade in the last two podcasts, so maybe it's time to settle down on the basketball. But no, it's hot here, man. Holy shit, it's a cooker. I mean, like, I don't know what to, like, it's real hot, and I'm trying to cool off all the time. I'm just constantly sweating. I don't understand how people are so overweight in this state. Well, because it's just so damn hot. Like, you go outside and you probably lose like 10 calories, like every time you do a step, because it's supposed to be like 110 degrees Fahrenheit today. That is insane. I'm not built for that. I'm a Canadian. I'm half snowman. I melt half the time. So it is difficult to deal with the heat, but I'm not going to complain because I know once I get back into Canada, that January, February, man, oh my God, I'm not looking forward to that. Like minus 35 degrees Celsius. Come on, give me a break. Oh man. Well, like the thing I'm excited for as well is not having to deal with Ottawa winters anymore, because those winters are unbearable. And like I lived in Sudbury too, as you all know, and those winters were cold too. But there's something about an Ottawa winter, man, that just gets you. I don't know. It makes your balls shrink, and it terrifies you every time you walk outside, because like I'm definitely gonna get frostbite. But no, I'm here, and we're about to go camping, and I can't wait to jump in the lake. And just like we have a bunch of floaties, and we're going to get the floaties going and get those ultras cracked open. And we have a bunch of other stuff that we bring in too. Emma brought Caesar mix. I'm not indulging in that because I really don't like Caesars, and I don't care what you think. As if you're not Canadian, you don't like Caesars. Look, it's just one of those drinks that I just can't get behind. It's just, I don't know what like, why would you ever want to just take vodka, like clamato juice, like clam juice, mix it together, and then put a bunch of like pickled vegetables in, and then serve it for breakfast? I can't get behind it. And now like you go to some of these restaurants, and these Caesars are just getting out of control. Like it's like you order a Caesar and there's like chicken wings on it, like an entire cheeseburger, and you're like, what the fuck is going on with this drink? I just wanted gross clamato juice with some vodka. I'll just stick to my beer. I'll just do the Norm Peterson and just drink beer. That was a deep pull. But yeah, I'm ready to get my fucking luggage. I'm really stressed about that, as you can tell, and I needed to get my mind off of it, so I just decided to do the podcast. And Emma's out right now, like I said, and she'll probably be back soon. I need that second microphone so Emma can make an appearance, because a lot of people are just like, you need a female presence. And I'm like, yeah, you're right. And if Emma wants to do it, by all means, she can join. She can hop onto the pod, and we can get that going. But no, it's fuck, I don't know what else is going on with my life. The flight to Texas wasn't bad. I just listened to some podcasts and reviewed them. I was really lucky, and I wasn't in first class, but I was in the row right behind it, and that is like my favorite seat ever, because you have like probably an extra like, I would say 20 centimeters of leg room. Excuse me. And you always get served first. And so like, and I didn't have anyone sitting beside me. So I fell right to sleep, and I woke up after like an hour and a half, because it's like a 3.5 hour flight to San Antonio from Toronto. And I woke up, and they were about to do the serving of beverages, and I ordered a tasty Coors Light for my travels. And you know what I just discovered? Air Canada, for certain flights, stopped giving out snacks for free because of fuel costs that have gone up, and so they're getting rid of certain things, so they cut free snacks, but you can buy snacks. And I was thinking about ordering something, but I'm like, no, I had a big breakfast at the airport. I can handle it. And then obviously I get to the baggage claims and carousel 1, and no bags, but oh well. The one guy who was like loading the stuff from the plane was like such a beauty. He's like, oh, you didn't get your luggage? Okay, I'm gonna go check the plane again. And I waited another 15 minutes because like, oh man, I'm sorry, I couldn't find it. And like the people at the airport, like I said, were really helpful. I was on hold for quite a bit yesterday, for like 45 minutes every time I was trying to track my my bag, and they couldn't really tell me much. And it's just stressful, man, especially when you pay all that money and you don't get what you want, or it doesn't show up, and it's just we have things to do. Like we have to drive almost 2 hours to our campsite, and I'm still waiting for my stuff because I only bought like a couple shirts and one pair of shorts, and like I'm running low on laundry here, and like I'm a sweater and it's hot, and I'm going to be drenched in sweat all day. Oh, that's all I do here is sweat and eat. Oh my God, man, I've been eating like a absolute, I don't know. I guess everyone eats really bad when they're traveling. Like Trent and I went to, when I was still in Toronto, we went out for dinner, and we went to, I think, a place called the Duke, ordered some pints, and I ordered a delicious steak sandwich. It was really good, but I was going to get a salad, and all of a sudden, always last minute, they're like, what do you want? What do you want for a side? I'm like, fuck it, give me some fries. Smother that with red sauce, That's like just compacted with a bunch of sugar, and just munched on that, and the steak sandwich was delicious. It had some spicy mayo on it, and medium rare. Oh, it was good. And then right after that, Trent dropped me off, and I headed to my buddy Koss's place, and Koss and Sarah's place, I should say. Sorry about that, Sarah. And yeah, and Koss and I did the pod, and it was good times. And I want to thank them for letting me stay there. And yeah, but fuck, even when I was in, like, I'm such a sweater. It's so annoying. Like, I get off the subway and I'm walking to Trent's in the afternoon in Toronto, and I'm just walking with my luggage, and I'm just drenched in sweat, and people are laughing, and it was so bloody hot. And I get to Trent's place just completely soaked, and he's like, it's not raining outside, so that's all sweat. I'm like, yes it is. And so, like, I'm in Emma's apartment right now, and the AC's on, and I'm still sweating because it goes on for a bit and then turns off because it's like on auto. I guess I could just have it on like freezing cold, but Emma's not used to the cold weather because she's been down here for 2 years. But like I said, she better get used to it because she's moving back to the Great White North. Oh, yeah. We went grocery shopping. And, yeah, man, we got some snacks, got some chicken, some shrimp, some sausages for camping, and a bunch of booze. And we bought a bunch of waters. We froze a bunch of those. We got some Gatorade, some G2s for the mornings. What do you guys prefer? Do you like regular Gatorade or G2? I'm personally a G2 guy. I don't know what it is. Maybe that's just me, but I'm really enjoying it. So yeah. But yeah, I just can't wait to get this trip going, and just trying to kill some time before my luggage finally arrives. This is heavy on the luggage material. Oh well, I'm just ranting right now, but no, yeah, just traveling, just this is probably my second stop, because I'm including Toronto on my second stop, and then after this camping trip, Monday morning, we are heading out to New Orleans, and I'm really excited about that. We are staying at a hotel right on Bourbon Street, so it's going to be lit. Yeah, I'm really pumped about that, man. I can't wait. It's going to be a good time. We're going to have some drinks there and some delicious food. It's going to be good. But yeah, what else has been going on with my life? Not much, man. I'm just having the month off, the month vacation, and when we get back to Canada, I got to figure out some school shit, Figure out that school stuff, and gearing up for another glorious couple of weeks off, and then hitting the books. Can't wait. But I don't know what else to talk about. I think that might be it. It hasn't been really that exciting. Well, last night was a lot of fun. It was nice to get out and not think about not stress about certain things. Hey, there's Emma. She's back from all her travels. But yeah, I believe that's it, folks. I'm just rambling on right now. So you can follow this podcast on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram at Tall Talk Podcast. You can subscribe to it on iTunes, SoundCloud, and YouTube. And if you want to check out my personal account for some cool photos and whatnot, go to at Herd Timothy 90 on Instagram. All right, folks, that's about it. And hopefully my luggage gets here soon. If not, life goes on, I guess. Okay, everyone have a great day. Bye-bye.